come man on there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community with great advice. I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show is where I go for the latest band info. So all around town radio show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio Show. The All Around Town Radio.
Hey, there we go. Hello, everybody. Gotta hit the button on the mic, you do. Welcome to the program today. It's Monday. It is Monday. We are live at 5 here from the studio.
It's the Weekend Review. It's a Bible coming for you. Speaking with the fans, sometimes they don't show well.
Hey, Jim Kilroy. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Ashley Knapp in the house. The amazing vocals of Ashley Knapp. Check her out, people. How you doing? Hi, Bill Allred. How are you, buddy? Good to have you with us. Yep, we are live on a Monday. Show. Thank you, sweet Sister Mercy, for that theme song. It's like 3 minutes and 55 seconds, so I'm going to bring it down here a little bit as we intro the show and say hi to everybody. What's going on, Carl? Yeah, I want to thank our friend Aaron Thomas for giving me this one. Can't Halen. That's their little spin on Van Halen. And good stuff. Lakes Ridge Band in the house today. Good to have you with us. What's going on? Jim McCarthy, my resident producer, is here. Yeah, and it is time for what we call Live at 5 on a Monday, and it is the Weekend Update. It is. Doug Drew in the house from DV8 and Dreamboat Annie. I missed the Dreamboat Annie show at the casino on Saturday, but I had some other things I was doing, and that's too bad because I love Dreamboat Annie, and it looked like a great crowd and good stuff. Sugar Rock in the house. Good to have you with us. Thanks for being here today, everybody. I'm trying to find my notes here on the screen. I've got multiple screens. I do multiple screens and things to work with. So let me move something around here, a little around. There, we're back. All right. Sugar Rock in the house. Got to see them this weekend. I did. Didn't see them play, but got to hang out with them. That's even better. Bob Klein in the house from C-Bus, Columbus area. He's up that way. Devin in the house, too. Thanks, Devin, for dropping by. Hey, welcome, everybody. Hope you had a great long extended holiday weekend. We had a great one too. And Mother Nature didn't cooperate a whole lot with some things there earlier in the week, but the end of the weekend was pretty, and some of the outdoor events got to happen, which was good. It was a little touch and go there on the 4th for a lot of people. I saw some people all set up and getting monsoonal rains and those kind of things happening. Not good. So how'd you do, guys? Did you have a good weekend? Somebody make some comments out there if you can. We'd love to hear from you today. We would. I'm going to talk about, too, our Thursday show. Thank you for those of you who shared it. We were a little weird on the time there. We're going to be weird again this week on the time. It will not be at 5 o'clock. I have another gig. So, we'll be doing that one earlier in the day, our Who's Playing Out. So if you're a musician out there and you send us your gigs, please send it early so I can get the list done and ready to go, because I'll probably be shooting that show sometime in the early afternoon on Thursday, because I'll be down in the Berg doing some stuff we'll talk about at the end of the show today. Devin extended her holiday today. Man, isn't that nice? Making it. And you're bringing the whole town. When are you bringing the whole town? On Thursday? God, I hope I'm ready. I hope I'm ready for that. That's a first for me, and how we're going to pull it off, I don't know. The whole bit may be fun. I may have to recruit you to help grade, Devin. if it's packed house, Steve Stein in the house. Got to see Steve over the weekend too. Good to see you. Rob Carpenter as well. Got to check him out over the weekend. What's going on, people? So let me get started here, guys. Welcome to All Around Town Radio, your number one source for live local music, news, bands, venues, and more. And more. Let me say that. There we go. Let's get the voice going today. Yes, it is very important that you share our shows, folks. And thank you for sharing on Thursday, because we had 4,000 views, nothing like the 13,000 the week before. I don't know what happened then. It got crazy. They call it plays now, by the way. But yeah, we had 4,000 plays this week. That's plenty. It's wonderful. And, on a holiday weekend, most people have their plans set already. So they weren't doing a whole lot of looking at the list. They weren't. But, it is what it is. And we do it anyway. So don't forget to follow us on all the socials out there, guys. If you're on the social medias, you can find us on YouTube with some extra content on there as well. If you'll scroll through our YouTube channel, subscribe to our channel and click that little bell icon so you get notified when we go live. The audio and video quality on YouTube is much better. I look much prettier on YouTube because I'm ugly on Facebook right now. I'm looking at myself here. It's scary. And you can like us on Facebook as well if you haven't, or follow us, whatever they're calling it today. It changes weekly. And we're also on the Insta. We're on Twitter or whatever, X. We're on that too. We're on TikTok. I haven't done anything but one reel on TikTok. So I need some young person that's a social media expert to fix me up on all this stuff, because, I'm old and stupid. Make sure you share the shows, guys. Support local music out there if you can, and the venues that bring it to you. And I want to talk about some stuff here because, man, we have weekly programming, and tomorrow will be Hot Topic Tuesday, and that's with your host, Karis, and I. Hopefully she'll be back this week. Had to take a little time off last week from that one. But Karis will be back tomorrow, supposedly, with me, and we're going to have some fun. So join us for that at 5 o'clock for Joy and Judgment, as we like to call it. And, we've got a good lineup this week for Wednesday with the band also. Genesis Retouched is going to join us. And those guys are going to talk to us about their next upcoming concert. I saw it, the debut concert. It was amazing. It's the Phil Collins era of Genesis. And if you're into that, it will amaze you at how good they are. Yes. All right, deep breath. This week in music for us, we're going to do our weekend update, as we call it, or our weekly update. This week in music, we started out on Wednesday night at Heather's with an awesome rainstorm prior to the game. Name that tune there. 31 teams, over 300 players, and the Heather staff got them packed under the tents, man. It was monsooning there as well on Wednesday. We did our pre-4th of July patriotic rounds on that night. We had a round of songs with red, white, or blue in the title. We had a round of songs called Hot Dogs on the 4th of July, which was songs that had dogs references in them. And then we had decades of songs that make you say, Merca. Merca. It was fun. Great time with all those people there. What's up, Jerry Nimmersheim? How are you, my friend? What's going on? Whatever it's called. One reel on I don't know what the hell it's even called, Devin. See? That's how socially inept I am for social media. I do well to answer everybody I can. Hi, Ed Sawicki. Thank you. The photographer of the stars is in the house. Oh, yes. Josh Morgan is here as well. Jerry Nimmersheim, what are you up to today, bud? What's going on? It's good to see you over the weekend. So let me get started. That was our Wednesday night at Heather's on the patio. Heather is the sponsor of our Thursday show, by the way, our Who's Playing Out segment. We want to thank her for that. Her staff just kicked butt. Heather was out of town, and let me tell you, they picked up the pieces for her and did it well on Wednesday night. We had a huge crowd, and the kitchen staff, everybody just, when everybody comes in right at 7 o'clock, talk about overwhelming to the kitchen and orders food and those kind of things, and they got it done, man. They do a good job. So really a whole lot of fun there every Wednesday night. This week will be week 15 coming up. Week 15 of our season there at Heather's on the patio. So join us if you want to on Wednesday. It's fun. We have a lot of musicians show up. This past week had Tim from Velvet Crush. Brandon was there from Party Punch. Had the band Sin Factory in the house. Had a whole bunch of them. And Jerry had to go back to work today. I got to congratulate Jerry, by the way. If you haven't seen the announcement on the Book of Face, my friend Jerry here and also Heather from Heather's are now engaged. Jerry's a kept man. He is. They got engaged over the 4th of July weekend, and we're so happy for both of them. They're great people, and we're extremely happy for them. And Devin said, yay, Party Punch Band. Yeah, they're playing the Berg this coming weekend for that party in the street, I believe, aren't they? Desolate's in the house. Thank you, Desolate. Hi, Melody. Did you see lots of great music? Say it in the comments if you did. And Ashley Knapp saying congratulations to Jerry and Heather. Yes. And Gary Lee met Karis Thursday at South Lebanon, in South Lebanon for the fireworks. Great to meet her. Was she have the food truck there? And yes, you mutually agree she's the best part of the show. Listen to this crap getting thrown at me. It's not even Tuesday. It's not. Yes. Awesome, Devin. That's cool. And you are one lucky guy, Jerry. She's a keeper, man. Heather's one of the hardest working women in show business. And she makes it happen. She does incredible work at her venue. So, hi, Cody. Thanks for dropping in. So let me, Gary says, yes, we were eating food. You see, Karis is on my list. She is. She's on the list for that one. Let's talk about Thursday being a holiday. I didn't see any live music on Thursday. There was a lot of it out there, but I had other obligations. And then on Friday, took a little time off with the family. No music night for me. But Saturday, I want to talk about it. And then we're going to do something special this week. We're going to talk about some of our top fans of the week who saw local music. Top music fans, I should call them. Not our fans. We don't have fans. But we want to talk about them, too, here in just a moment. So if you're out there, guys, please say hi and let us know where you're from. Glenn is checking in from Siesta Key. Good to hear. Thank you, Glenn, for being there. Hopefully you guys are having a great time. And Devin said, yeah, Entropy had a great lineup, actually. And from what I saw, the pictures from people, it looks really cool. It does. So hopefully it'll be a big hit down there. Miamisburg's doing great things in the downtown. They are. It's awesome. And one of their greatest supporters is Miss Devin there from Springfest in the Berg. Doing it what Melody had. Melody said only had time for a little with pool parties and stuff. Cat Campbell and the $2 Pistols and Dudley Taft Band. You saw two good ones there. She said both were great. Awesome. So let's talk about Saturday. Before anything started Saturday, unfortunately, I had to say goodbye to a dear friend, Whitney, who passed away last week. And Whitney Celebration of Life was on Saturday afternoon. And my thoughts and prayers go out to his wife, Jill, who's a dear friend of mine, and their family. And what a nice celebration of life they had. And Whitney was into hot rod cars. There was a lot of guys that brought their hot rods to the parking lot. And it was just really a nice send-off for Whitney. I hate that he's gone. We'll miss him deeply. But I got a chance to go pay our respects to him on Saturday. Then on the way back home from that, made a little stop, little quick stop at Bellbrook Brewing. And this is funny because in my other life, I worked for the fire department in Bellbrook for many, many years and in Huber Heights, Ohio. But in Bellbrook, I was the fire chief for several years, 13 of them to be exact. And the old township hall that is in the middle of Bellbrook is now Bellbrook Brewing. And what a cool place. Great brews and a nice place. Tip back one in Whitney's memory there. And it's really a cool place. So I'd spent a lot of time in that building for years and years at meetings and such. But now it's a brewery called Bellbrook Brewing. Wanted to give them a quick shout out. They do have live music sometimes. They have parties in the parking lot and such there, all kinds of things. So you can check that out. And let's see, Jimmy Kilroy checking in here with God, look at that list. Wow, Jim. Well, you're going to be another music fan of the week just by posting that. That's a lot. Good deal. New Foley's. It's the New Foley's now, huh? In Reading. Same building, Jim? Is it the same building, I would assume? And Steve Valieros, he's a great player too. Pat Riley and friends. Good deal. Thank you, Devin, for that. I appreciate it. Chad Robinson, thanks for being here. Caught a bit of Brit Floyd. Okay. That's cool. The Rose. I saw them a couple years ago, Chad. They were amazing. Brit Floyd, they're a talented bunch. Yes. Party Punch Band checking in. Quentin Fife, how are you, buddy? From Ladder, thank you. And Joe Cole's band, Jim said. Okay, thank you. And a whole lot going on out there this weekend, guys. There was a whole lot of music out there if you wanted to jump on it. Hi, Carol. Thank you so much for being here. So let me talk about my Saturday night, though, because that's the live music turn on here that we want to chat about. And thank you to Bellberg Brewing, by the way. Nice place and nice establishment. We'll be back there. Angela Combs at Heather's making her debut, the Angela Combs Band. Raise your hand if you've seen Angela Combs. Several times. I'd go back and see him every time I could. Angela Combs has amazing vocal talent. Her voice is it's hard to describe. It's bluesy, it's soulful, it's raspy. You put her together with put the two together with her and Gina McCann and the Crimson Sisters, and you've got magic for sure. But this was the Angela Combs Band. The band is top shelf as well. Rob Olson on guitar. If you've never heard Rob Olson play, what a humble guy, by the way, who is so talented and so well connected to lots of people. And Rob Olson playing the acoustic lead on this band was just absolutely top too. Lots of people talked about Rob Olson there and his guitar skills. Angela, yes, Bob Klein says she's fire. Bob's seen her. And yeah, she's just got it just comes from the toes, man. She sings that, brings it up there and sings that bluesy stuff. And it's cool. And their set list is made up with a ton of different styles and genres and stuff. Sometimes a little obscure, the set list. And that is not a negative. Don't take that wrong. It's just, if you've got a mainstream audience of people who just like covers, sometimes they don't recognize the covers she's playing, but they're really good. All of them, everything they do is super good, and that just depends on the room. But I also want to say that Angela Combs morphs into, I must say, several different set lists. I've seen her play where they've got a little rockier edge to them. I've seen her played where it's more of a bluesy lounge type act. And that sounded bad too. Don't take it wrong. Not the lounge singer act, but just something that could fit in any dinner club. It's a quality band and a whole lot of fun to go listen to. And Angela's a super nice person. Pete Davidson on drums from CFG and the Family. He was playing the drums and he's fun to watch. Pete is an entertaining drummer. He's got a lot of flair and a lot of style and just brings a lot to the stage for real. So we had a really good time. I'll mention some more there. Let me get some comments in here. Colleen throwing one up. Who she got to see. I'll leave that up for a minute. Hi, Danielle. Thanks for being here. Sean Cooper in the house. What's going on, my friend? From Milano's. Yes, Sean says, great band. Yes, you've seen Can't Halen. I know you have. And hi, Jim. How are you? Said Drive had the honor to perform at a birthday party. Thank you for that. That's cool. 4th of July. Stephanie Sutherland in the house from Finding Melissa and White Knuckle Weekend. Thank you. I want to get Jerry's comment in here about that. He says, Angela Combs Band, just wow. Amazing band and crazy awesome voice. Yeah, just in the way they do their style, like Little Red Corvette, that was totally different. Tush from ZZ Top. I mean, just an arrangement that I'd never heard anything like that before. And Rob Olson certainly makes it with the guitar work. And I don't know the name of the bass player. The last time I knew the name of the bass player, he was a younger kid, played the upright bass. But this one I did not pick up. And they kind of rotate players through depending on availability, I think, and so on. But Angela Combs, it was really cool. First and foremost, her PA. she had set up was perfect. And it was behind the band for one, and which is interesting because of feedback threshold and such. And it was a Bose system. And I got out of the car and could hear it plain as day down the street, clear as it could be. But you got inside and it wasn't super loud. It wasn't overbearing loud or anything. It was good and it sounded great. So hats off to Bose. I mean, they make a good product if you want to pay for it, certainly. But it was good and so much fun. And they play such a variety too. Like I said, it bounces around from good fast stuff to ballads. And like Jerry said, Little Red Corvette was just amazing. So Angela Combs, thank you for a great start to our Saturday night at Heather's on the Patio. You can never go wrong on the Heather's Patio. This time of year, you hear me talk a lot about it. You hear me talk a lot about being at Mr. Burroughs, close to my house as well. And man, I can see great entertainment. And people bitch at me. You wouldn't believe the messages I get from people. Why don't you come to our venue? Why don't you? And it's not that I don't want to. It's just I can see all these great bands really close and I can be home in 5 minutes. Keep that in mind because you know when you've been out all night, you want to be home quick. What else we got? Let's see. Oh, Bill. Let me throw that in there. Bill's a mega music supporter. He is. Got to see Dudley Taft. There you go. I saw your videos from that. Thank you for tagging me in those, Bill. I appreciate that. And Top This Band at the Bell and the Bear. That's one I haven't seen yet that I need to see. I hear so much good about them. Top This Band. And going to have to check that out. I want to talk about the second half of my Saturday real quick, and that is our friends from Truck. We've mentioned them on the show before. Where else can you hear a country-based bluegrassy type band sing songs from Motley Crue, Madonna, Tyler Childers, Blackberry Smoke? I could go on and on and on and on. And this band is fun. Truck had the full band at Mr. Burroughs on Saturday night. We made it there about 10 o'clock. They had about an hour left after we left the Angela Combs show. And I will say it was amazing. Truck is always fun. They did their kind of adults only show at the end, which they can't do like on the patio at Heather's and things because there's always kids around and such. But Mr. Burroughs does not. It's 21 and up. So they could get a little raunchier. And them boys really like songs about boobies. They do. For some reason, they like those songs. And they do them well. And it's so much fun. But yeah, one of my favorites they do, obviously, always get a dedication when I'm in the house from them for the Madonna Crazy For You song done in a bluegrass format. And it's amazing. And then also the old Eastbound and Down, the Jerry Reed tune there from Smokey and the Bandit. And Sean Cooper says Nick Wheeler jams. Yeah, that's one thing I love about Truck, too. They're a super good bunch of guys. Doug Warner playing that dobro back there like a pro. It sounds and it's like there's a steel guitar guy sitting there. But Doug Warner, Kenny Utley, who can sing great. Nick Wheeler, who can sing great. Ty Richards, who can sing great. Just a good bunch of guys. And it's a wonderful show. Everything they play is fun and upbeat and entertaining. And those guys are the life of the party many, many times. So we love Truck. We do. We see what Melody's got to say here. So the same Mansion Hill, less than 10 minutes. Yeah, it's unfortunate. A lot of venues and such, and I get out in the winter more to the other venues and things and travel around. But I do give the disclaimer too. I have some eyesight issues going on recently with some surgeries and those kind of things that have occurred, and I don't see well at night when I drive. So I do like if Mrs. Hall around town can drive me, that's a plus. If she doesn't feel like driving me after she's worked all week, then we stay close to home. That's how it works. But we do get out. We're going to get out this week and see some great stuff. We're going to the Rose to see Whiskey Myers this week. That's next Friday night. That'll be fun. And Sean Cooper, yes, everybody in that band from Truck is just super good guys. And I know, Ty's played some with Ashley Knapp and folks out there. So he's getting around a little bit more too and playing some other shows. So it's good to see those guys out and about and doing it. And our friends from Truck, always a fun band. Mr. Burroughs Tavern, close to home, obviously, having a good time. I felt bad for Regis. Regis, I know you watch occasionally. I'll just say that. I felt bad for you, man. All your friends left you. It's just an inside joke. It is. But Regis, good guy. Takes good care of us there as well as everybody else. Danny was our server there, did a great job. And then obviously the Heather staff on Saturday night was fantastic as well. So I want to do something real quick here at the end of the show. If you're out there, guys, please let us know who you saw play over the weekend. If you saw somebody play, we want to hear from you for real. And my iPad just went away. So let me see if I can bring it back up here. Maybe. We'll get it done. There we go. Now we're back in business. Now we're back. So if you're out there, like I said, guys, say something and tell us where you're from, who you are, and who you got to see play music. And give the venue a shout out, too. It's important that we support these venues. So we've picked 3 this week. And I could have picked a lot more with those of you that are dropping comments. But we picked 3 super music supporters of the week. And one of those being Steve Stein, who I got to see late Saturday night at Mr. Burroughs Tavern. Steve Stein got to see Jay Clark Band and Friends at Choctaw Lake on Wednesday. Short of Stable at Mr. Burroughs on Friday. Classic Jam at the Green and Truck at Mr. Burroughs on Saturday. And he was at the Sunday open mic at Mo Harrigan's Tavern. So Steve Stein becomes a super music supporter of the week this week. Next up, we have Hope Harper, who started her holiday weekend last Wednesday with Velvet Crush Unplugged at the new Entropy, I believe is the way you say that, brewing company in Miamisburg, and returned the following night for Until Rust at Entropy. And she says, beautiful new brewery. Friday, they saw Doug Hart at Crooked Handle. Saturday at Miami Valley Gaming included Kevin McCoy Band and Dreamboat Annie. And I was talking to Hope about that this weekend. She said she loved the Dreamboat Annie show. Second time, I think, seeing it. She says a fantastic weekend of sunshine, music, and friends. So thank you, Hope Harper, for that one. And last but not least, hi, Sherry. Thanks for dropping in. She said she saw a Final Order at Club Trio. But last but not least, in our great music supporters of the week who wrote into our show and told us this, Wednesday, Crown Watts, Mr. Don Alt got to see them. Crown Watts Acoustic at Quaker Steak in Milford. Dat Band at the Milford Fireworks. Then on Thursday, he saw Kernan Wade at the Bell and the Bear. Don saw Mad Costanza and Front Street Cafe on Friday. Saturday, he saw G, Your Band Smells Terrific at Anderson Tap House, and topped this band at the Bell and the Bear, Mr. Don Ald, another super music supporter of the week. Yes. Hi, Kara. How are you? She said she saw whoever was at Heather's Saturday. And that was Angela Combs' band. No, that was Angela Combs' band there on Saturday. I was there too. I didn't see you. Either you got there late or you were in the corner or something. But yeah, Angela Combs was there on Saturday. Wright Brothers were there on Friday and did a stellar job, I hear, too. So yeah, well, you were close enough, Kara. You were close. Yes. Finding Melissa's a great group, too, though. I won't ever discount them for being quality. And Glenn said that's some great music fans. It is. And that was the cool part. And, you know, every week we try to post on the page about who'd you see play and mention the venues and all that. So each week we're going to try on Monday to pick, 2 or 3 of you and mention who you got to see, because I think that's important if you take the time to do that. Shannon Clark in the house. How are you, Shannon? Thank you for being here. And guys, if you saw anybody else play and you're watching this show after we're live, please drop it in the comments. We'd appreciate that very much. Tomorrow is Hot Topic Tuesday. That's coming your way at 5:00 with your hosts, Karis and Scott. We'll be with you. Wednesday with the band Genesis Retouched at noon. Now, I will remind everybody, some people say, I can't watch at noon. You can watch our programming anytime. It's right on our page. All you have to do is click on it, watch it. You can interact with it. You can comment. You can do all those things, and we'll answer your comments. We will. Or like them or do something. We'll let you know. I've got a big week and a busy week for me. I'm Mr. Burroughs Tavern tomorrow night with Quiztastic Trivia. I am hosting Name That Tune on Wednesday. at Heather's like I do. That'll be week 15. And then on Thursday night, a special one going on in Miamisburg at the new band shell. We're doing Sounds of the Summer music trivia. And I'm going to be playing 4 great rounds of summertime tunes coming your way. All genres, all years, decades, and such. And Miamisburg secured some good prizes. We're going to have some fun with that. And I don't know how it's going to work. I'll be pumping through the giant sound system there at the band shell. So we'll see. I hope it works great. It sounds like it's going to. And we're going to have a lot of great people there. So we're going to have some fun with that one. We'll see you in the Berg. That's at 6:30. All the other ones are at 7. Other than that, I want to remind you to get out and support live local music this week if you can, and the venues that bring it to you. Shout out, obviously, to my sponsors, and that is Heather's on Thursday for Who's Playing Out. And again, if you're a band and you send us your gigs, please send them early this week. I'm going to try to do that show earlier on Thursday due to that event I have going. And then Bell and the Bear sponsors our Tuesday, Hot Topic Tuesday, and thank you to Karis for that. And being a co-host with the most, we appreciate it. So that's all we got today, guys. We've been with you about 30 minutes. We'll be back tomorrow live at 5. Until then, we'll see you next time. Enjoy your night. Thanks for watching today, guys. Hit that little share button. Hit that share button. Hit that share button. Oh, and I missed it. Sugar Rock just popped up. I saw Sugar Rock at the Angela Combs show. It is so nice when I see other musicians out supporting local musicians on their nights off. Sugar Rock was there. They bumped in up to see Truck, and it was so cool. Steve Stein out supporting as well. He's a musician. So that's all really cool and great. And I meant to mention that earlier, and it went right over my head. So thank you guys for being there. Sugar Rock, Steve, everybody else that gets out and supports your fellow musicians, even if you're just wearing their shirt. Can't Halen. Thanks, Aaron Thomas, for the shirt. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.